Hi, Namaskar, Assalamu alaikum, Sat Sri Akal, friends. Welcome back to my channel Streaming with Swadhin, and today is a very special day. Today is India's Independence Day, and I wish all my fellow citizens in India and living anywhere in the world a very happy Independence Day. India struggled for almost 200 years and finally got Independence Day from British Empire on 15th August 1947. And for the next 74 years, the Indians continue to struggle to keep the head on democracy and freedom. And the struggle will always continue. Still, we have achieved our own democracy and own struggle for the freedom. And in the last 74 years, we have seen tons of patriotic movies made. The feeling of patriotism is generated by showing war with Pakistan, China, sports, making period drama, on movies on Independence Day movement, and so many issues. So let's look at the top 10 patriotic movie that I liked. Now, there might be many patriotic movies that were made in different languages, but I have not seen it, so I apologize in advance for not putting those in the list. This list only features movies that I saw, and this just based on creative aspect. This top 10 I liked, and not based on the subject or the which incidents that are very important. All incidents, all personalities in these movies are very important, but this is basically made on the movie creative point of view. Before I start, I would definitely would like to tell you all that don't forget to like this video. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe my channel if you haven't not subscribed yet, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for your notification. And you can also follow me on my social network sites like Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter, and the links for these will be given below. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the top 10 Indian patriotic movies. So at number 10 we have is Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, The Forgotten Hero, that got released in 2005. This movie showcased the life of freedom fighter Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, and this movie is directed by Shyam Benegal. This movie divided into three parts, that is Itmad, Ittifaq, Qurbani, means confidence, coincidence and sacrifice. This movie is one of the most underrated patriotic movie for a very long time, and this movie couldn't find a huge audience when it was actually released. And most people probably seen in home videos on television, mostly because of the runtime of this movie, which is 3 hours and 28 minutes, which is quite long for a patriotic movie, and the way this movie is portrayed like a documentary. These two aspects, probably that is the reason this movie didn't work so well. Also, there are no famous faces in terms of actors in this movie. But I still recommend to watch this movie if you have not watched yet. Netaji is one of the most important freedom fighter for India, and this movie gives some fascinating details about Netaji's life, which is great to watch. And playing a personality like Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose is a very difficult job. And Sachin Khandekar as Netaji gave probably his best performance, and it was a decent job. If we see this movie in totality, it was a decent movie to watch, and the music by A.R. Rahman is also noteworthy for this movie. It's beautifully sank into the story. At number 9 we have Chak De India. This movie got released in 2007, and this movie is directed by Shamit Amin. Shamim Amin tried to show diverse culture of India and creates a certain divisions among Indians. It's like many countries in one country rather than being just one country. And this movie is basically the idea and the theme of this movie is this. Kabir Khan, played by Shah Rukh Khan, who himself faced accusation and discrimination, takes the task of coaching Indian women hockey team, and how Kabir Khan unite girls from so many different states with diverse views and backgrounds, caste, creed, as for one common goal, that is to beat the Olympic and win medal. It was beautifully shown in this movie. Shah Rukh Khan as Kabir Khan is definitely did a fantastic job, and the music by Salim Sulaiman still remain very popular. The track Chagte India remain one of the most used to song even till this day. It is very inspiring and very upbeating, beautiful, very well sang by Sukhwinder Singh. At number 8, we have Border. This movie got released in 1998. This is a multi-starrer war movie directed by J.P. Datta. This movie is mostly inspired from 1971 war at the Longewala post, which is better known as the battle with run moment at the very end, towards the climax of this scene, where the fighter jet comes at the very last moment to save Sunny Deol at the very end, exactly like the jet comes to save Tom Hanks in Saving Private Ryan. The music of this movie is given by songs like Mere Dushman and several songs, but definitely Sande Se Aate Hain remain the most popular song. At number 7, we have Razi, that got released in 2018, and this movie is directed by Meghna Gulzar. This is the most unique spy movie I ever seen. This movie is inspired from the novel Squalling Sehmat, written by Harinder Sikka. And this movie is to a certain extent inspired from true events. This movie showcased the sacrifice of faceless and nameless spies who work for Indian intelligence agencies absolutely selflessly. Alia Bhatt, as a Kashmiri girl, gets married to a Pakistani soldier to give back informations, critical military information back to India. And Vicky Kaushal as Pakistani soldier was absolutely perfect in this movie. Before, obviously, he played Indian soldier in Uri and later. But even as a Pakistani soldier, he was very good. This movie treated really well, and the music director of this movie is Shankar Ishan Loy. The lyrics written by Gulzar did a great job in musical department. The song Everton remained one of the most popular patriotic songs of recent times. Although I felt that the climax could have been handled a little better. It does look messy at times, slightly confusing, because probably the director tried to make a lot of points at the end, I felt, but I felt that it could have done a little better. But still, it's a very, very wonderful spy movie. I strongly recommend you to watch if you haven't seen it. At number 6, we have Swadesh, We the People of India, and this movie got released in 2004. Ashutosh Goyakar, after having a successful outing with Lagan, wanted to do something for the country, and so he did Swadesh, starring Shah Rukh Khan in the lead as Mohan Bhargav, a young man from NASA returned to India to take back his nanny back to USA, and his journey and his discovery of India. The problems like caste discrimination, poverty, lack of education, etc., highlighted in this movie beautifully through the eyes of Mohan Bhargav, and and also start bonding with the place, and the performance of Shah Rukh Khan in this movie was very subtle and very one of the best of his career. The great music by A.R. Rahman and lyrics Javed Akhtar remain the highlight of this movie. Although the movie not liked by audience when it was released, but over the year the audience have started to like this movie and understood the movie better, and this movie really grown on the audiences over the period of time, and it is now looked upon as one of the classic movies and one of the great patriotic movies India ever made. Now we have go to the top 5 movies, and at number 5 we have Shaheed, that got released in 1965, directed by S. Ram Sharma. Over the years there has been many biography these movies made on the freedom fighter Shaheed Bhagat Singh, but this was one of the earliest movie. When Bhagat Singh's mother saw Manoj Kumar for first time, she nodded her head in agreement that Manoj Kumar indeed had resemblance with Bhagat Singh. So that definitely creates a lot of credibility for this movie. This movie really had a great energy, passion and emotion throughout the movie. The music and the lyrics by P.M. Dhawan was absolutely classic and played a very, very important role in this movie throughout the movie, and the music is absolutely classic. All the songs are very, very popular. Basanti and Sarfaroshi Ki Tamanna, all the songs are extremely popular. I will definitely recommend this movie for people who have not watched this movie yet, to go back and check this 1965 classic. At number 4, we have Yuri, the Surgical Strike. This movie got released in 2018, and this movie is directed by Patriotic, who was planning to do his debut movie with Pakistani actor Fawad Khan, but his plan jeopardized when Indian government sanctioned travel ban on Pakistani actors after the terrorist attack in Uri, located in Jammu and Kashmir. So the director Aditya Dhar, out of curiosity, started doing research on Uri attack and the surgical strike that followed by India, and decided to make a movie on the surgical strike, which was really great. The combat scene of this movie, the night vision scenes, remain the highlight of the movie. There has never been a better combat scene in any Indian movies better than this movie, as far I have seen so far. Although some of the scenes like the drone scenes with the young scientist and were a little overdone and remained like a sore thumb for this movie, but still overall I really liked this movie and enjoyed this movie. For the performance of Vicky Kaushal was really very good. The slogan used in this movie, like "How's the Josh," remain highlight of the movie and remain very popular even after for a very, very long time, even till date. How's the Josh means how's the spirit, so much so that the Indian army actually started using this slogan to motivate the people after release of this movie. So you can imagine how popular this slogan became. And now let's get into the top 3. And now going to the top 3, at number 3 we have Legend of Bhagat Singh. The Legend of Bhagat Singh. This is also an autobiography of the freedom fighter Bhagat Singh, like Shaheed, but this movie has been done with a better research, in my opinion, showing us a vivid detail of Bhagat Singh's point of view and his journey, which probably Shaheed missed a bit. While Shaheed was more like a textbook history and scratched the surface of what Bhagat Singh did. But this movie shows the Bhagat Singh's point of view in a very, very unapologetic manner, to the extent that in this movie, the way Gandhi is shown, it is seriously questionable. He looked very questionable, and it did create some controversies and at that time, but nothing major really happened. Only negative point for this movie remained Ajay Devgan, who was in his 30s when this movie was made in 2002, never really looked like a 23-year-old boy. Although he did won national award for this movie and did reduce his weight for this movie. Other than that, this movie looked absolutely perfect, and the music by A.R. Rahman, lyrics by Sami suits the mood of this movie perfectly, but could not get as the songs could not be as popular as the original Shaheed in 1965. At number 2, we have Prahar, the final attack. This might surprise many for including this movie in the list, but I often see this movie missing from various lists. This is one of the reasons why I made it a point to show this, add this in the list. This is one of the most patriotic movies that were made in 1991, which is very different. This movie was directed by Shubhankar Ghosh and Nana Patekar. Nana Patekar also played the lead character and gave one of his best performance you can ever see. This movie is about an army officer who trains soldiers to deal with external enemies. When one of his major commandos, Peter D'Souza, get killed, he was extremely disappointed, seeing the lawlessness, corruption and indisciplines in the civil society, and he started to believe that it's important to fight the internal enemies before fighting the external enemies. And this is a very, very different movie that you can ever see. Nana Patekar did training for this movie separately to get the character right, and he takes up the war to an extent in this movie where people try to recognize the lead character as insane. The song of this movie was not so popular, but the content of this movie remain very relevant even till this date, and it is one of the great movie you can see. Now, before going to number 1, let's give some honorable mentions that couldn't make it to the list. And the movies that are there in the honorable mentions are LOC, Kargil, which is like a documentary on Kargil, but this movie was a bit too long, and after some time you feel like the movie is essentially repeating itself, which is why this movie did not able to achieve the success of J.P. Dutt's earlier movie like Border. And the movies like Pure Question, which was also a nice movie about a young man going to England and promoting Indian culture. But this movie gives a very, very stereotypical views on Indians, NRIs and British, and I feel that the movie is very much outdated now, and so I did not included this movie in the list. There's another movie, Tango Charlie, which follows the life of BSF soldiers and the various challenges that BSF meet through the eyes of one individual soldier whose code name is Tango Charlie, which I feel is one of the most underrated movie on war movies, soldiers, particularly the first fight, ambush in the jungle, northeast, was absolutely fantastic, and I really liked it. But there are certain elements in this movie that is added that was pretty much irrelevant and not required to add. As a result, this movie didn't really got into the top positions as it could have otherwise. Other than that, there is another movie, Chittagong, starring Manoj Vajpayee, Rajkumar Rao, Nawazuddin Siddiqui. This movie is about Chittagong uprising and the story of Master Surya's son and his struggle against the British, which is also a great movie to watch, a wonderful movie. But anyway, couldn't make it to top 10, but definitely a very well-made movie. Anyway, let's get into the number 1 movie. And the number 1 we have is Haqeeqat, that got released in 1964, and this movie was directed by Chetan Anand. Haqeeqat, I have already reviewed this movie separately, and I will be giving the links in the description box. It's about the 1962 war between India and China, and this movie portrayed India's positions and point of view about this war, and about it also highlights the India's policy towards war and their territory as a whole. This is a multi-star movie, and it was very well done. There are limitations for this movie as in terms of technicality, because this movie got released in 1964, and obviously there are lots of limitations if you compare to the latest movies. But still, this is one of the most wonderful movies you can watch, and the songs of this movie was absolutely wonderful. Music by Madan Mohan, and the lyrics by Kaifi Azmi, the songs sang by Muhammad Rafi and others was fantastic. The song Kar Chale Hum Fida remain one of the most important songs that is run every year in Independence Day or in Republic Day. It has to run this, and this is absolutely wonderful song. And this movie overall was a great movie, and I feel that since it got released in 1964, it should be seen in a little different light, because it didn't have the technological advances that the recent movies have. But so I kept it at number 1, and I think it's the best patriotic movies so far. And what do you think about this list? Patriotic movies? Do write down in the comment section whether you agree with this list or you disagree with me in this list. Don't forget to mention this in the comment section. I will definitely look forward to your list of patriotic movies if you have one. And thank you for watching this video. Be safe, take care, and peace.